Hi, I'm Marty Nimco. This essay is called I Am What I Am. A motto for the decades from the 60s onward could be dream it and you can do it. Just have a growth mindset. Bullshit. Have you fundamentally changed since you were a kid? Slow learner to quick learner, laid back to driven, social to bookish, or vice versa? Few people have. Sure, Black Swans got on Oprah, for example, a woman who was thought to be retarded but became an astrophysicist. But if you care to focus on what will likely help you most, could anyone compos mentis claim that a weed, no matter how nurtured, would grow into a rose? A black widow into a butterfly? Even within species, imagine that 3 pit bull and 3 golden retriever puppies were raised by the same person who was paid to treat all 6 the same. Now, a year later, you can go into one of 2 pens. One pen has the pits, the other has the goldens. Wouldn't it be safer to choose the pen with the goldens? A true personal canine example. My previous dog, Einstein, could leap tall buildings in a single bound. We actually had to install a 2-foot extension atop our 6-foot fence to keep him from clambering over. He was the Energizer doggy, and when someone came over, Einstein took that as the starter pistol for the Barktona 500. Yet my current doggy, Hachi, parented the same way, is as laid back as a pothead. Also, he was a stray. The vet estimates he was roaming the streets of San Jose for 5 months, starting at the formative 3 months of age. Yet Hachi is the most trusting, sweet dog I have ever known. He's only barked twice in his whole life. His genes trumped his environment. 15 years ago, a neighbor, middle class and educated, proudly announced that she just adopted a newborn. My neighbor always seemed loving and patient with the child. The child attended a school with largely middle-class kids. But now, 15 years later, my neighbor laments that her adopted child is a, quote, nightmare of drugs, sex, and violence. Ask any mom of 2 or more kids who are now adults, and most say that from birth her kids had different personalities, which have endured. Ask gays and lesbians whether they believe they were born that way, and most say yes. Beyond anecdotes, studies of identical twins raised apart confirm the power of heritability. Time magazine and other publications reported such research and pointed out, for example, that despite growing up in very different households, both turned out to be conservative firemen who collect knives, wear large belt buckles, and drink only Budweiser. And now, studies of large numbers of genomes confirm that intelligence is highly heritable, including the molecular mechanism involved, and AI is accelerating further understanding. As a career and personal coach who has served 6,000 clients, and I do have a PhD from Berkeley in which I studied these issues, I've concluded that most people are wise to accept their basic self and merely tweak. For example, putting ourselves in situations that capitalize on our strengths and skirt our weaknesses. For example, I put myself in situations in which I can think on my feet, NPR call-in radio host, coach high IQ people, and quickly turn out publishable writing and YouTubes. In contrast, I am terrible at fixing things. Much beyond changing the toilet paper roll, I call for help. Yes, this essay violates the zeitgeist's motto of dream it, you can do it, but the clear-eyed evidence is to the contrary. So, what do you want to accept about yourself, and what would you like to change? In any event, that is, I am what I am. As usual, I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments, and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel, and certainly would welcome you taking a look at any of my 36 books. Perhaps most relevant is A Dose of Reality, but all 36 are on Amazon. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I am Marty Nimco.